Welcome to the Sunday, May 25th, 2025 Massachusetts Pirate Party member meeting. My name's James O'Keefe. I'm chair of the party, and I'm joined by two other wonderful members. Please identify.
Steve Revelak, Arlington, Massachusetts.
Joseph Onorowski, Lowell, Massachusetts.
Thank you. And I'm from Somerville, Massachusetts. For those of you watching, you too, as a pirate, can join us every other Sunday, except the next few Sundays, perhaps, because we've got a conference coming up on the 15th of June. And but the details are at masspirates.org. It's 8 p.m. or thereabouts. Sundays. So with that, let me ask, is there any changes to the agenda? All right,
None
hearing
here.
none. Oh, sorry.
None.
Sorry, Steve. Thanks. Okay. All right, so for reports, so mailed supporters, put up posts, created a Facebook event, and we'll, put some other event listings up. We've got a bit under 3 weeks, 3 weeks. So, yeah. And then the rest of the stuff will come out in the rest of the agenda. Any other reports?
Is it okay if for this meeting we just do a lightning round? I know that you said you were tired, and I know Steve had a lot of home stuff, and I have a couple little ones that are absolutely dying to steal Daddy away again. So I was hoping to just fly through these really quickly, if that's okay with everybody.
I think that's, sounds good to me. I mean, there are two primary things on the agenda. So the June conference, as I said, June 15th, Lavender Room at Arts at the Armory, 191 Highland Ave, Somerville. We've got we've got a conference pad. It is linked to at this conference page, masspirates.org/blog/conference. That's for those of you who won't be able to attend in person. That's the that's where we'll put up the live stream. So let's see here. In terms of done, we've emailed supporters, set up the FB event, a Facebook event, Craigslist Boston calendar need to go up. The contract's been signed. The first half payment or so is up. The elections form is not up. It should be up by tomorrow. And then post about the election. We've got the flyer design from last time, so snazz that up with the new dates. Send it to the Arts at the Armory, post and notify supporters in the next email update. Going through the mail, going through the voter files to get all that up. With any luck, we will have a whole bunch of voters and supporters we can mail off next weekend. Let's see. That's carryover from last time. We did have one person who wanted to be a speaker so far. I sent that to the activist list. I don't have it off the top of my head. Seemed like an interesting person to have. I would say, yeah, I mean, we're making progress, but, there's an air purifier there. I can see if I can get another. I've got masks. I can see about getting tests. And then, yeah, so I think next week we should set the schedule. So I guess the question is, instead of every 2 weeks, should we meet, because of the conference for planning, meet this week, this Sunday and the following Sunday, or
I think that's
Actually,
reasonable.
next Sunday?
Can I make a special request out of you, Steve?
Sure.
Would you mind speaking at this event and really talking about why local elections, why running locally, why it's so important, your experiences, etc.? Because
Sure.
you're pretty much been one of our main local guys, and if we can really start winning on the local level, I mean, I know I'm running for state, that puts a lot of publicity for us, but at the same time, um, it's the local battles, and I think that you just talking about your experiences, why it's so important, and what you're doing, and how much it just really embeds us. I think that would be really impactful.
Sure. I can do that.
Thanks, Steve. Is that a fair summary?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So as I said, I think we're making progress. But we've got to get the word out, and get people to attend. So, hopefully the
It's
mailing
official.
will
I'm
help with
coming.
that. Yay. I'm glad to hear that. Uh,
I
so,
am too.
so the internship candidate, Joe, you spoke with him. I've spoken with him. I've heard back from, from a reference. Seems good. I suggest we move forward with him.
That, and when I was speaking with him, it seems like he really likes who we are. One of the things, though, I'd like to see out of him is to really help hone him and develop him into really understanding his own stances. I really wanted to connect with, when I connect with him, you had already talked to him. So some of the responses he gave back to me, he said that he had given to you as well. So really where I took the direction of the conversation was, wanting him to connect to the platform committee on the national level. So that way he can hash out a lot of his ideas, on top of whatever duties are assigned to him. I think he could really do a good number in any amount of things that he can do. I think he probably has a really strong skill set, and that's not really much of a question. But one of the key things that I honed right in on was why do an internship versus just joining as a normal member. And so that part, I think he's really looking to develop where he is and what his stance is. And I think there's still a lot of room to grow, a lot of things to hash out for him. So is there any way when we're connecting with him to get him up on the Discord and get him coming to these meetings as a note taker? I think that's going to really help. Like almost like a secretarial position for him, helping him like update wikis and stuff like that and build, you know.
I think that's good. I mean, what else would we like him to do? I mean, I think outreach to members is important. Um, and then as, developing, I mean, I like your idea of platforms. I know I had spoken with him about going through, issues bills before the legislature and identifying which ones we need to focus on when committees are coming up, things like that, so that we can turn people out to it.
Well, I think generating a mechanism like what we did with on the national level, but doing something similar to having a platform where we start going through bills. I know I keep on failboating on going through all the bills and bringing a summary, but having a similar mechanism on almost like a platform committee or a platform discussion through the email, through the activist list, what the bills are, what they do, what's good, what's bad, etc. And having him take part in the activist list or something to that extent.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, he should obviously be on our various internal methods of communication. So thanks for that. Those are good ideas.
Okay.
So since we wanted to kind of keep this short, I'm just gonna skip. I believe the Take It Down Act was signed. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna pass constitutional muster, but who knows with this court. So I guess Pirate News is kind of on hiatus until after the conference. The voter outreach will be hopefully, you know, this weekend or the fall, and or the following weekend, to get stuff out to folks. And I'm one of the things I want to do with our intern is plan out the 2025, well, especially the 2026 campaigns, and having a schedule of we're going to be here at this time to teach people how to run for office and get folks activated that way. Keep ourselves honest by we have these dates. This is where we'll be this time. Call people up, mail them, and see what folks we can turn out. So, and then I guess that's it. Is that fine, or do you want to delve into other stuff?
No,
push that
short
off to
and
next
sweet
week?
tonight is short and sweet is nice.
All right.
Motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. So thank you, folks, for thank you, Steve and Joe. A good short meeting. For those folks who have gone through the 13 minutes and 20 odd seconds of our meeting, it's usually not this short, but sometimes it is. And trying to get through stuff. We've again have the conference June 15th. In addition to that, on the June 13th, we will be marching in the Boston Dyke March, and on the 21st, we will be at the Boxborough Fifers Day. So if you want to join us at either of those events, and hopefully there'll be some other events coming up, by all means, look at masspirates.org and sign up for the sign-up sheets. So sign-up pages. All right, with that, I shall stop the recording. Thanks again, Joe and Steve. Thanks for folks listening. Have a wonderful day, wonderful week.
Happy Memorial Day.